Welcome to day 2. We're going to take a look at today's choice board options. Remember, you don't need to do all of them, just choose some that seem interesting to you. All right, the first choice for today is to create a schedule or a to-do list for today. Cross off what you finish. What was the best part of today, and what are you looking forward to for tomorrow? The second option today is to listen to the story Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend by Dan Santat, and then you get to draw what your own imaginary friend would look like. You're going to click that blue link right there, and it's going to take you to this story where you get to hear all about Beagle, and again, you get to design your very own imaginary friend. Now, the next option I think is a really fun one. You get to create your very own tossing challenge game with different containers. Each one is going to be worth a different amount of points. You can use a small ball if you have one, or maybe rolled up paper. You could even grab a sock and use that as your ball to play and keep track of your score. Here is the idea, right? Now, these are really fancy containers. We don't need anything fancy like this, but something to throw and something to try to get them in. And you'll notice that they have different points. You can decide maybe the hard containers are worth the most points. But the good part about this is you can do it with anything you have at home. So here's the same thing with some recycling. These are some containers that they're done using, and you can use this for the game. So find some containers or a spot, right? If it lands on this brick or it lands in this square, I get this many points, and play the game. The next option is to try to name as many musical instruments as you can. I wonder how many you can think of. And then can you choose which one is your favorite out of those musical instruments? Our next choice is to try to think if there's something that you always have a hard time remembering to do. Maybe it's clean up your room, or maybe it's brush your teeth or something. You're going to design a system or plan to help remind you to get it done so that you don't need reminders. So how could you set it up so that you remember those things on your own? It's going to involve some problem solving for you to set up your own good system. And finally, we're going to make a list of 2 different things, the things that you may want and another list of things that you need. And we're going to take a look at the difference. So your chart could look something like this. Wants are something that you'd really like to have, but you don't have to have them. And needs are something you really do need to have in order to survive. So that is your challenge for today, to see how many things you can think of. I hope you have a fabulous time working on today's choice board.